everybody, it's your boy Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 665, I believe. 665, and I gotta ask a question. Is this another Viz Media thing, okay? Because for those of you who might be new and discover this, when I first started reviewing One Piece, I didn't know that Zoro was actually, or excuse me, that Zolo was actually Zoro, and that Viz Media changed the name in the manga. And there have been a few instances where in the manga the names have been changed. So are the Snowy Mountain Assassins really called the Yeti Cool Brothers? If they're called the Yeti Cool Brothers, please let me know. And I mean, granted, this is pre-recorded, so you guys are seeing it after the fact. But once I do catch up in One Piece, I am going to be doing discussions. So just knowing what the actual name is would go a very long way. A very long way. But with that being said, this was a pretty cool chapter, man. And what I thought was interesting is you actually see that moment where Chopper is looking, and Chopper's just like, these kids are not sick. They've been experimented on, and you just see that doctor in him and that code of ethics, and you just see how he's getting riled up. And this is going to be so interesting to see Chopper potentially fight against Caesar. More than likely he's going to get his ass kicked, because it's like the devil fruit. Luffy's going to be one that's going to be taking care of the big boss. But just to see how big Chopper's heart's grown, and it's always been a really big heart. You can go all the way back to Drum Island when you found out that he was trying to make I think it was Dr. Hero look better, and he ended up giving him poisoning and all that, and his heart was in the right place. And when you just look at how far he's come, this is amazing. This is amazing to see Chopper's growth, man. This is really cool to see that. And I like how one of the things he says is like, hey, these kids, they basically got a stimulant, they've gotten addicted to it, and Oda, to a very masterful way, shows you what happens when people get addicted. Like, you can get addicted to anything. He did it more so in a sense like kind of like drugs, or like, oh, I just want my candy. And I mean, there's a lot of coded stuff in there, but I mean, you can get addicted to all types of shit. You can get addicted to fast food, to sweets, to an extreme example, you can get addicted to heroin, porn, whatever. You can get addicted to prescription drugs, all types of shit. And this is what got me when I saw this, right? I started thinking about my own stuff. Like, I remember probably 2003, 2004, somewhere around there. I went to go stay with my uncle in Florida for a little bit, right? And at the time, he was a kitchen manager at a substance abuse center that was, like, the people go there and it would stay, but they were helping them get clean and everything. And so I had to go down there and work with them. And, it taught me a lot. And it made me appreciate a lot of what I've been through. And it made me appreciate, made me appreciate a lot of what my uncle had been through. Because my uncle, when I'm working with him down there, he's telling me about how he used to be an addict, and how one of the things that happened with him and how he even ended up down there is he's doing all these drugs and everything, and he's going on all these trips, and literally going on trips like in his head, but also hopping on trains and everything. And one of the things that kind of just made him get sober is when he's hopping trains, like they're going, and like they would not hop on. It's not like in the movies where you hop on in the station. Like you do it while they're going there, but you also would do it as they first start taking off. And he had jumped on one train, and one of the guys that was with him, a younger dude, was with him, and he tries to hook on, and his arm just rips all the way out of his fucking socket. And that's one of the things that kind of sobered him up, is seeing the dude kind of die in that manner. But anyway, kind of just seeing those people and talking to them and seeing how they struggled with addiction. And like, I was down there for a long ass time with them, and you would see how some of the people leave and then they would come back. And so you just see, like, they try to do right, but then they fall. And you see it here where they get really, really violent. These kids, one of those kids just straight cold clocks Luffy. And he's like, you said you were going to get me the candy. Get me this candy. And then he knocks his ass clean the fuck out. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, Oda went all the way there with it. Like he showed you how the kid's faces change and everything, and it was really cool. And that's what I'm talking about with Oda. When he decides to tackle something serious, he goes with the heavy hand, then he goes with the soft hand, then the heavy hand. You get Robin saying stuff, like, "Hey, Frankie, don't ever make that face again in Chopper's body. Frankie, don't ever talk like that in Chopper's body again." Like, just the humor. She's got the deadpan sense of humor. That's what I've been looking for. I'm like, holy shit, she's always saying some gloomy shit. I think Robin, to an extent, is just cracking jokes, but she's doing it in a deadpan manner. And what I thought was interesting is after all that goes down, Luffy's just like, hey, Zoro and them, they're already gone. But can't you guys just stay like this anyway? This is really, really funny. That was really, really, really good. And this is actually before that. And this is what I found interesting, right? And this is after they left. And see, that's what I mean. Shit confused me. Even though Usopp did the right thing and put the little faces on the tops of their heads and everything, that we can tell the difference. Because I was thinking, I said, no, they were gone. And it's because I remember seeing Nami's body. But Sanji's in Nami's body, Nami is inside of Frankie's body. And so, like I said, it's just getting confusing a little bit. And so, what's really interesting is how when Luffy says that, Nami says, will you just have some compassion, right? I'm paraphrasing. She didn't say compassion. It was another word. But this is what I found interesting, right? She's saying that, and I guarantee, right, at some point, if that wasn't her, she was in some, if she wasn't swapped around and it was like maybe Zoro or somebody or Sanji, she'll probably say, okay, fuck it. And this is what was really cool. Like, in the last chapter, when she was just taking down notes saying, like, yeah, you get 200,000 berries for peeking, for groping, 100,000 for peeking, 200,000 for each breast that you grope, each body part that you grope, all this shit. She's just keeping note. Like, holy fuck. Like, I gotta say this side note, or I guess like sidebar, right? Like, can you imagine what would happen if, you do what Oda was talking about in the SBS corner? Let me just bring this all the way back to One Piece. In the SBS corner, Oda gets asked, he says, I have a crush on someone. How do I put the moves on him, Mr. Oda? Can you give me some advice? And Oda says, I think a powerful move like a gum bazooka would do the trick. And he's got the little eyeball thingies and everything. Come on, Oda. That's a sexual innuendo right there. So staying in the theme with this, right? Because Nami keeps like a tab and shit. Can you imagine what happens if you in there and you're getting it on and then all of a sudden you forget to pull out and you get Nami pregnant? Can you imagine what the child support will be? Holy fuck. Like, this bitch be going in, yeah, it's 10,000 berries a stroke. Like, shit. It's 10,000. Oh, okay, you just cream pie. That's another 1 million berries right there. Oh, yeah, 18 years of child support. Can you imagine what the interest on that shit would be? Holy fuck. Holy fuck, yo. Like, Sanji gotta watch that shit, man. Sanji sitting up here simping after Nami and everything. Like, she'll fuck around, trap this dude, man. You better watch out on this shit. Though, and for real talk, you can put that like in real life and everything, right? I know it's like, holy shit, he went off rails again. You should be used to it. But, it's kind of like real life though, man. People get trapped up and shit like that all the fucking time. And a guy like Sanji is just telegraphing it. If Nami was a different type of chick, that's what would happen. When you get a good one like that, you don't fuck it up. I can tell you from experience, you don't fuck it up. You hold on as long as possible. And so this is what's interesting, right? So Nami is thinking, and she's like, yeah, Brook wants to look at my panties. Sanji's in my body. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. He's looking for a camera. Hey, Zoro, go keep an eye on him. And she has the perfect logic. She says, hey, if Zoro and Sanji are together, they're going to be so busy thinking about fighting. He's even going to be doing anything to my body. And when she said that, I said, see, this is what happens, right? See, Nami is the brilliant one in the group. Nico Robin is the, oh wait, I don't have any little kids books, but that's what Nico Robin is. She's the kids book. She's the phonics book. Like Nami is the big encyclopedia. Like, she's on some Les Miserables shit. You have to have taste to want to read that and to watch like the musical and everything. Like you have to have taste. Like Nami's taste. Nico Robin is like an air freshener. And sooner or later it just expires and you go get another one. Oh my god. But hey, but for real though. What I do want to kind of end this chapter review on is what's going on with Law. Law is taking Smoker's heart, and he's using that as a sign of goodwill. So again, what is Law's end game? What is his end game here? Again, I'm getting such a hard on for Law because no homo, but I'm getting such a hard on because Oda's playing with this whole mystery element, and it's just like just when you think you got this guy figured out, he does something you don't expect. I'm talking about Law as a character. This is very intriguing. On top of the badass design and the middle finger at the auction hall, and now you got this going on. It's like you can't box this dude in. And Luffy's just like, yeah, we could go look for Law to get your bodies back, but I'm going to go kick this guy's ass. Yeah, we're going to go kick the guy, the master's ass. Like the guy that's doing all the shit with the kids. Yeah, just tie their asses up and we'll deal with this shit later. And Nami's just like, I'll stay. That is so fucking hilarious. Nami's gonna stay in that big ass body of Frankie's. I'm gonna be so disappointed if I don't see her shoot just one load of lasers off. Just one. I want to see Nami throw the fuck down in Frankie's body. That's gonna be so hilarious. But my chapter question to you guys is gonna be, what were your thoughts about Law brokering that deal? What were your thoughts on that? Because I mean, this is, you could take this to another level if you just look at this, okay? If you just kind of look at this, Oda is using Law as a way to kind of symbolize like the black market and trading organs and everything. And the only reason why I even bring that up is like Oda's done sex trafficking, he's done racism, he isn't afraid to, he's done religion, he's not afraid to touch on, you know, crazy shit. And that's what's happening here. People being experimented on, human experiments. Now you have body parts being given away. You have Law, who had given 50 hearts as a way to get into warlord status. A bunch of small shit. Oda, it's just like, is this going to be the arc where Oda says, you just did racism? The arc before, a couple arcs before that, you had to deal with shit. He did class too. Like, holy shit! If you just go back, like, this is what I mean. I'm loving One Piece because, like, you go back to Sayabodi, you had human trafficking and everything, a little bit of racism and discrimination, and then when you get to Sabo and everything in Luffy's flashback at the end of what was it? At the end of Marineford and everything. When you get that, you get the class, class stuff, and then after that you get racism in Fishman Island. Now you're getting like body parts and shit. Like this is wow. Oda is not afraid to tackle the heavy shit, man. But as always, guys, if you have anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys.